Hey everyone, Kirky here with Exis, bringing you another sort of Convallaria video. This is going to be another character guide. We're going to be discussing Dantalion today. So Dantalion is a destroyer, and that is exactly what this dude does. So let's take a look at his trait. Increases Dantalion's attack and defense by 5%. For every one character defeated in battle, he recovers 20% HP and 1 NRG. Let me tell you something, this guy is an absolute powerhouse. So let's go over here and let's take a look at his skills. I'm going to show you what I picked. I'm going to give kind of a breakdown of both of these. So on here, I chose Unsheath. Before initiating an active melee attack, deals magical damage equal to 40% physical attack. If the target has shield, inflicts vulnerable 2. That lasts for 2 turns before attacking. All the effects can be triggered up to 1 time per round. Now, Inspired Healing. After initiating an active attack, heals the ally with the lowest HP in battle by 20% of his character's physical attack. This is absolutely useless. You are not going to use this anywhere, even if you're running a team with 0 healers. Okay, so up here, Daybreak. Dantalion deals 40% physical damage to all enemies in the target direction with a range of 3x2 tiles and inflicts healing received debuff for 2 turns. Another attack is then initiated, which deals magic damage equal to 40% of his physical attack and dispels 2 buffs. Like this right here is an obvious pick. This is extremely strong, very versatile skill. All right, now over here we have a single target attack deals 130% damage and depletes all of the target's energy. At some point, I would use a Castalia on this. This is, in my opinion, going to be better for your Clash, for your PvP. Most of the units in the game don't have enough single attack, basic attack damage to kill or even do half of your HP. This is definitely a good PvP skill. I actually hope they expand the PvP at some point. All right, so over here we have Air of Royalty. Damage taken from melee attacks decreases by 30%. This was an obvious choice for me because he is Dantalion is going to be up in the midst of combat, going toe to toe. Even though he has a 2 range on his strong attack. When hit by an active attack from a counter roll character, the damage taken is decreased by 25%. Now, I do see possibly some use for this in PvP, because a lot of players are going to have their characters set up to counter, especially where the PvP works. Most people are going to hit auto, so turn 1 you're not going to hit anybody, so the enemy's units are going to come up and attack you, and this I think is can be used in PvP. So up here we have Destructive Storm, and for area, so for all area allies in battle, increases attack by 10%, defense by 20%. Allies attacks deal 20% more damage to enemies affected by 3 or more debuffs. If you are running at least one other area character, this is going to be an easy choice. If Dantalion is the only one, I would do Destructive Storm. It deals 50% AoE damage to all enemies in a 4-tile radius around the character and inflicts 2 random level 2 attribute debuffs. This can be swapped out. This actually is a pretty good farming skill, especially with stages that have a lot of enemies that are kind of grouped up. But for most players, it's going to be for area. All right, up here, single target attack. Dantalion deals magical damage equal to 90% of his physical attack. Both of these skills right here aren't all that great, but you're going to want to go with White Sword. Deals 100% physical damage and gains shield break 1 before attacking. Cannot be blocked. Increases attack by 15% when attacking enemies with a shield. All right. And up here, now this is a tough one, and this is gonna be player discretion. This is hands down going to be the best skill for you to use. Dantalion deals 40% physical damage 3 times. Deals magical damage equal to 50% of his physical attack to the first enemy in each column within a 3x3 area in the target direction. Knocks them back by 2 tiles and dispels 1 buff. So this has several reasons why it's good. So it's a total of 120% damage, attacks 3 times, does the AoE portion of it. But the knockback by 2 tiles, this is going to be your your cheese skill, especially in PvP if you can get them on the bridge. You can knock enemies off with this. Multiple enemies as well. Extremely powerful skill. Here's the issue. All right. Depending on your team composition, I can see players using Legacy of Comrades. When an ally in battle is defeated, recovers 30% HP for the character. The character gains attack, physical, and magical defense up to for 3 turns. I can see some applications for this, maybe on some boss stages. Definitely something that I would consider using the Castalia for. All right, so let's go back out and talk about the skills real quick. So I have Air of Royalty, as I stated before, Dawnlight, Unsheath, and Daybreak. I don't have the other ones unlocked because I didn't use the Castalia on them. I will at some point. So let's talk about gear. All right, so for Dantalion, I should have this equipped on him. This is probably one of the best weapons that I've seen anyway. Again, as I've stated in my Gloria video, they haven't released, an encyclopedia or anything where we can look at all the weapons and skills. And I'm not spending money on a selector just to look at a portion of the weapon. So this one, at the start of the turn, if the character is healthy, there's a 40% chance he recovers 2 energy, and if he's dying, there's a 40% chance to recover 30% HP. Because Dantalion is going to be in the mix, whether it's healthy or dying, this is going to be a very, very strong benefit to him. Now, you can also use a version of this sword or higher rarity. This will be easier to max the stars, increases physical attack. You can't go wrong with it. It all depends on what you have available. Anything that increases attack is going to do him very well. I wouldn't recommend building him with grip, but you can do what you want to do. So for the trinkets, I like the cooling powder because it grants the immunity to the healing received debuff. There are some other items that are good on him. Anything that increases his attack. This isn't the worst trinket either. But anything that increases his ability to deal damage work really well. So over here in the tarots, so there's a couple tarots I like for him. Right, this is one of them. Again, it's all going to depend on what your team is built with. If you're running like a straight offensive team, this might not be so good for him because he's not going to get as many kills. But if if you're running your standard tank, healer, support, physical and magical damage, this might work well for him. For each one character defeated in battle gains 1 stack of devil. This effect lasts to the end of battle and cannot be dispelled. I'm pretty sure that this works for enemies too. But increases attack and defense by 3% up to 30%. Cannot be removed. So yeah, I mean, also if there's a lot of enemies on the map, and he's going to be doing killing, even though if somebody else does the killing, he gets the bonus for it. This is definitely a top tarot. Silence of the Hermit decreases damage taken by 10%. I'm probably going to move this over to him because what do I have on him now? Yeah. I leveled all these up. Don't fucking judge me. I'm going to be probably putting this on Dantalion. He's got 3 physical attack buffs. Yeah, I got to do some optimization because this is all magical attack. This can probably go on barrel for that. And then another one I like over here is Dream of the Magician. Again, this particular one is all magic attack. Do I have another one down here? Physical attack. Yeah, let's go check. Let's go see what we roll here. That's actually not too bad for him. That's more of a tank one, but increases damage dealt by 8% when casting skills for each additional hit on one enemy. The damage dealt increases by 4% up to 12%. So as you saw before, some of his skills do have AoE, especially the one that does the knockback. So yeah, Dantalion is definitely one of the top units of the game. I can definitely do some work on him. I'm probably going to go optimize all my gear before reset tonight. I've honestly just been trying to push content, and break through all the milestones. I've spent way too much time in Spirals of Destiny. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.